Assalamualaikum my dear students. Hello, how are you all? Hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIV's Home School, and this is Ariful Islam, Assistant Teacher of English, National English Version School Morning Shift. Today I am going to take an BGS class or Bangladesh and Global Studies class for class 8 students. Our today's topic, Chapter 4, Lesson 1 to Discussions. So my dear students, let's see our today's class. Class 8, Subject BGS. Topic Chapter 4, Lesson 1 and 2, Term Involved 2021, Lecture 6, SW will be 5. Teacher Ariful Islam, this is my mobile number and today's date. So, my dear students, let's open your book and let's start our today's class. Subject Bangladesh and Global Studies, Topic Chapter 4, Description of Archaeological Heritage of Colonial Age, Lesson 1 and 2. In all term lecture will be 6. There is a mistake, lecture will be 6. Okay. So let's start. 200 years of British rule in Bangladesh are known as colonial age. So, 1757 to 1947 are known as colonial age. Apart from this, we had to live under Pakistani colonial rule for 2 decades. A good number Jamindars houses, traders houses, offices, courts, railway stations, education institutions and other archaeological sites were built in this country during the British rule. The meaning of archaeology is old, ancient. Archaeology means older, ancient. By archaeological resource, we mean the old settlement and artistic work, statue or sculpture, ornament, coins of ancient period, and old valuable furnitures. We can get an idea of socio-cultural education, lifestyle, beliefs, and superstitions, taste, and outlook of the people of that age. Lesson 1, Archaeological Works of Dhaka City. Among the archaeological works of Dhaka City during colonial age are a good number of mosques, temples and churches. The mosques of Dhaka were built according to the Mughal artistic pattern. A trace of European pattern was all added to it. Mentionable mosques built at Dhaka in 19th century are Lalbagh Mosque at Horad Ghosh Road, Lakshmi Bazar Shai Mosque, Kautala Jem Mosque at Shutrapur, Besiram Devi Mosque, Kayatri Mosque and Setara Begum Mosque at Shutrapur. The artistic and structural works of this mosque is very beautiful. Chini Tikri Mosque at as Narin, there is another side of artistic work. The Imambara Husseini Dalan of the Shias, damaged by earthquake, was built anew during the English rule. The famous Dhakeshwari Mandir and Ramna Kali Mandir in Dhaka city were established much before the colonial period. However, the Ramna Kali Mandir was renovated newly during the colonial reign. Bahadur Shah Park, located at Shodurghat near Jagannath University, is another archaeological site of old Dhaka. Nawab Abdul Ghani of Dhaka built this park in the middle of 19th century. He named this park Victoria Park after the name of Queen Victoria. Before this, the name of this place was Antoghar Maidan. The history of first Indian independence war of 1957 is related to the name of Antoghar Maidan. The local soldiers of the British Army revolted against the British and started independence war in 1857 AD. To the English, this was Sepoy Mutiny. The Indian soldiers could not win the battle. The English hanged the rebel soldiers who became captive at their hands. The hanging was executed at this Antoghar Maidan on the trees. A memorial was built at this place in 1957 AD. After 100 years of this incident, the memorial was built in memory of the hanged soldiers. The park was named Bahadur Shah Park. The park was named Bahadur Shah Park. It's very famous after the name of Bahadur Shah Jafar. the last Mughal emperor of India. The palace Ahsan Manzil is very famous, built by the Nawab of Dhaka on the river Buriganga, is another famous site among the ancient archaeological works of Dhaka. Besides, Rupal House and Rose Garden of Dhaka, built by the Jomindars and the merchants, are also other beautiful archaeological sites. The Karjan Hall is the most beautiful of all the buildings at Dhaka as officers' home. Karjan Hall is also famous. Dhaka University is situated in the buildings. Karjan Hall, built during the British rule, has been part of science faculty of Dhaka University for a long time. The old High Court building was also established during the British rule. A Greek cemetery was built at TSC of Dhaka University in 1915. The shape of this architectural site is square and the roof is plain. Ancient Doric tradition of Greece has been followed in these sites. The old High Court building was also established during the British rule. A Greek cemetery was built at TSC of Dhaka University in 1915. The shape of this archaeological site is square and roof is plain. Ancient or Doric tradition of Greece has been followed in these sites. So listen to archaeological sites outside Dhaka. Sonargaon was the capital of Bengal during the Sultani period. The importance of Sonargaon declined during the next Mughal period. But even then, this place had a reputation as a trade center and for the manufacture of Muslim shari. Many of the rich businessmen selected in Param area of Sonargaon as their dwelling place during the 19th century. They built many buildings in a row in both sides of the Panam main road. 52 buildings of this type still exist at Panam town. The buildings are beautifully arranged on both sides of the wide road. 31st buildings are on the north side and 21st buildings are on the south side of the road. Meanwhile, some of them have been damaged. The inhabitants of Panam dug canals on the four sides of the buildings to ensure the security of the area. So European architectural design was maintained in the construction of these buildings, which was built during the British period. The touch of Mughal architecture is also visible in these buildings. Colored mosaic was used in these buildings. Some colored mosaic was used in this building. Some beautiful buildings still exist around Panam. The local jomindars and the businessmen established these buildings. Among them, Shodar House, the house of Ananda Mohan Poddar, and the house of Hasimoni Sen are prominent. Shodarbari or Big Shodarbari has now been converted into folk culture museum. This house was built in 1901 AD. This considered of two buildings. The buildings are attached with a corridor or long veranda. There are 70 rooms in this two-storied house. The Shodarbari has been decorated with many artistic works done in colored mosaic. So there are also few exquisite places and settlements in different places of Bangladesh other than Sonargaon. These were built by Jomindars. Shoshi Lodge of Vaimansingh is one of them. The Jomindars of Muktagacha built this Jomindar house at Baliati in Manikganj is another excellent site of architectural work. Jomindar was of house of Taj Hut at Rangpur is also very famous. Taj Hut. The place of Dighapatia Jomindar at Natur attracts everybody attention for its excellent architecture. This is known as Uttara Ganabhavan. Two places, one at Natur and the other as Taj Hut, have been preserved as the valuable archaeological sites of the country. So my dear students, your SW is SW5, chapter 4, lesson 1 and 2, make 10 OWA. So that's all for today, my dear students. So keep practicing at home, avoid bad parents. Stay safe, stay well. See you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.